What is up, my Squirtlites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Pokemon Soul Silver. In the last episode, we caught the one and only legendary Lugia, and in this episode, we're finally heading to the east. This is the east, right? Nah, it's the east. Wait. Never eat soggy wheat. Yes. Soggy waffles. What's wrong with... Why would you eat wheat to begin with? I don't understand that saying. Anyway. So we caught Lugia, now we're heading east because of reasons. Can I not keep running into Pokemon? Oh my gosh. Probably should have put up a repel, but I didn't think we'd need it, considering we're not going very far. Let's run away again. And can I just make it to the patch of grass? Thank you! Alright, here we are, and this guy is going to tell us some incredibly important information, not really. You've just taken your first step into Kanto. Check your Pokegear map and see. No thank you. So we're in Kanto. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a couple of years since my Leaf Green LP, but here we are yet again. Tojo Falls, the link between Kanto and Johto. I want to say there's actually something down here, so I guess it would be conducive to put up one of my many max repels that's probably going to last me through most of, if not the rest of the game, with just those 20. I wouldn't be surprised anyway, considering there isn't really all that much that we need to cross over that has lots of wild Pokemon in it. Let me see, is there anything over this way? Yes, there is. There is an item ball, and this is a rare candy. Well, it is a good thing we went over here, because we're probably going to need it. I was going to do some grinding off screen, okay, between episodes. That was my intention. But then I made it here, okay? And in a practice run, I was just like, I'm going to go see what's over here. And then because I totally forgot the levels of the opponents we're going to be facing against. And now that I've been given a friendly reminder, we don't need to do this. Not in the slightest. It is going to be okay. Yes, okay, I was going to say, did I teach my HM to Oliver? I indeed did. But we're going to have to mess around with his moveset at some point. At least when we're able to get him better moves. He's really kind of stale. He's really just useful for water moves at the moment, which is a shame. I would really like to get some ice moves on the guy, but unfortunately at the moment, that is not really something I can do, just because I don't have access to anything good. And there's a Moonstone, which we're never ever going to use. Although maybe in the future, if I somehow happen to cross a Skitty, I will get a Delcatty, because Delcatty is awesome. And anyone who disagrees can go shove it up their butts. Alright, so let's go this way and on out. Because we got stuff to do. We got trainers to battle, like this lady right here. I have no idea what she has up first, even though she is somebody I battled against in my mini practice run of this area. She was one of only 2 I went up against. Oh, she's got a Bulbasaur. Oh, perfect. So Eve's going to totally demolish this thing. Yeah, we're not that high above any of the Pokemon in this area, but I don't want to be necessarily. I think this is good. How high above we are at the moment is fine. If worse comes to worse, I probably will grind after this area once we make it to the Elite Four, maybe. But for right now, I think we're going to be fine. And, I'll probably only, grind them up, maybe 2 or 3 levels. That's probably all I'll need anyway. I would assume it's not going to be too difficult after we're done with all this. But then again, I don't necessarily remember exactly how many trainers we have in this area. Okay, Venusaur. This probably won't go down in one hit, but it's always worth a shot. Let's see. Come on, take the big dinosaur down. I didn't think so. Alright. Oh, don't leech seed me. Don't do that. Or leech seed my cat. Please don't do that, ever. Gosh. She doesn't like it, and then she ends up rolling all over the floor and getting it all over the carpet, and gah, you jerk, this is what you get for that. Alright, cool. So yeah, down goes Venusaur, and we've got a lot of battles ahead of us. Yes, very strong indeed. Alright, so what do we got in this first house right here, before we go any further? I think this is actually a rest area, isn't it, for no apparent reason? Let me see. Choose Pokemon League. Are you Pokemon loyal enough for you to win? Let me see. Your Pokemon trust you very much. Nice to see a good trainer. A gift for your journey. TM37. Oh, okay then. TM37 happens to be Sandstorm. It's moved that inflicts damage on both you and your foe's Pokemon. However, some Pokemon such as Rock and Ground and Steel type Pokemon take no damage. There are other ways to avoid taking damage. I'll let you figure it out. Doesn't matter, because we are not applying this to any of our Pokemon, because I am almost 100% positive none of them can learn it. It's almost exclusive to rock and ground and steel types anyway that can learn that move. So, let's do another one. Okay. Now let's keep going. Alright, so what do we got ahead? Alright, so another ace trainer. Let me look at my Pokemon real quick. I gotta forget what levels are. Oh, that's right. I have Lugia on me. Why do I have Lugia on me? I think it's because I put Nanani away. I totally forgot. Why do I have Lugia on me? Why do I have Lugia on me? That's very strange. You know what? I'm going to have to meet you guys back here because I am not supposed to have Lugia on me. What the heck? I'm supposed to have Nanani. Okay, so I am finally back with Nanani in tow, but I just wanted to show off a couple of things that I got while I was there. The package guy showed up, and he had all three of these things waiting for me, which are very interesting indeed. So we got a Choice Scarf, an item to be held by a Pokemon that Scarf boosts speed, but only allows the use of only one kind of move. It boosts the speed considerably, so if you really want to get off a powerful attack first, it's nice, but honestly, never would recommend using this in regular content. In competitive, it's a different story. Muscle Band, it's a headband that slightly boosts the power of physical moves. I can think of somebody who's going to be able to use that very well. And then a Focus Sash, an item to be held by a Pokemon. If it has full HP, the holder will endure one potential KO attack, leaving 1 HP. This is a little bit different from the Focus Brace, I want to call it, or something like that, which allows you to just survive being KO'd occasionally, I think. Or it's Focus Band is what it is. Focus Band, yeah. This one only prevents one-hit KOs from... basically gives you your Pokemon the ability Sturdy. Neither of these I'm really going to find any use in, but Muscle Band, on the other hand, is going to be incredibly useful on... Where is she? Cynthia. She is going to be a much more powerful force now. Well, not much more powerful, but powerful enough now, holding that thing. It's going to make her a little bit more of a threat, which is good. And she already was pretty useful, considering she is by far our best physical attacker. So that'll just make her a little bit more of a force to be reckoned with. Alright, Mareep, level 35, huh? Alright, I'll try to be gentle. Hyper Beam. Okay, that is just the most satisfying thing to watch. Speaking of satisfying, that's exactly why I had Lugia in my party. I remembered when I was practicing the area, I'm just like, I just want to Aero Blast my way through everything. And that is exactly what I did. And I was like, oh, these are all really low leveled. So that's why I had Lugia on my party, now that I remember it. And I just forgot to change that before I started the episode, because it's actually been weeks since I recorded that, or practiced. Alright, let's see. Is there anything over here? Nothing on the end? Okay. Just check in. And let's go down this way. There's an item over here. What is this? Destiny Knot. Oh, Destiny Knot. That's actually very interesting. Let me show this off really quickly. So Destiny Knot, basically, infatuation, attraction. It kind of is like, well, you know, you're gonna screw me, I'll screw you too. Attract is such an uncommon move in regular content. Again, that's another one I'm just like, yeah, there's no point in using it, but it can be useful if you anticipate your opponent well in competitive. So, but again, it's also incredibly situational, and for the most part, you kind of have to get lucky, because you know you're not always gonna know. Because Attract can be literally taught to any Pokemon, so it can be a surprise move on any Pokemon with a gender. That is, it can be taught to. So. Always something to keep in mind, but Destiny Knot is, again, incredibly situational, and I wouldn't say it has the most utility, unless you're going to be going up against Pokemon, again, that happens to have Attract. Gosh dang you. Alright. Swift. Now, I was actually considering giving the Muscle Band to Leo just for a boost, and I might do that later. I might just give it to him, because he could, if anyone could use an offensive boost, it's him. But, I think for right now, we'll just give it to Cynthia, so she has a better chance of just sweeping through crap. And we'll probably hand it off to Leo at a later time. Not to mention, Leo is somebody I would much rather give someone something like a King's Rock, or something that, or like a Bright Powder or something like that causes flinching. Or causes the other Pokemon to flinch. Or, well, not flinching. That's not what I meant. No, I wouldn't want to give them that at all. What's a better move that actually, or better hold on than exists in Gen 4? Something like a Leftovers would actually be pretty good. I would, if this was a later gen, because I don't think it existed in Gen 4, would give him a Rocky Helmet. Considering he's so defensive, he would actually be probably dishing out more damage from being hit than receiving damage, which would be really, really nice to have. Alright, finally snapped out of Confusion. Let's take this thing down. That Confusion wrecked Leo pretty hard, not gonna lie. But Payback is actually doing a lot more damage than I anticipated, I'm not gonna lie. Gotta say, this is pretty cool. Execute, let's just have the Nani take these things down. With a good ol' Icy Wind. I mean, as, you know, as overpowered as Nanani is already, she could stand to be a little stronger. I did not mean to use Hyper Beam. Oh well, overkill's overkill. No. We do want her to be a little bit stronger for later in the game, just because she is, when it comes to the end of this, going to be the most useful Pokemon on our team. Trust me. Alright, so Eli is down. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Pokemon Soul Silver. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very, very much. And I will see you all in the next one. I did not mean to run right into... You know what? Actually, checking our time. F it. Let's show one more fight. Let's do it. Let's do it. One more fight against this Rena here who's got a Growlithe. We're going to kick her butt, and then I'll send you guys off. Alright. Intimidate, which is going to do absolutely nothing to Eve. Unless I was stupid enough to use Headbutt. Why would I ever do that? In fact, I'm itching to get rid of that move for something else at some point. I really wish she had Psybeam, but unfortunately does not, which is a shame. I'm probably one of the rare few, well, for this kind of content, like, for something that's not competitive, I would much rather have a Psybeam on Eve than something like Psychic. Because, just for the benefit of PP, and I know Psybeam, I think Psybeam only has 15, no, maybe it has 20. It has 20, it also has Confusion, which I value much more than just lowering special defense, which I feel is completely pointless in main story, just because Psychic is already so freaking powerful as it is. I doubt they'll survive 2 hits anyway in any situation that you'd be using a Psychic type. So I just find it's completely pointless. So might as well just have Psybeam for the additional Confusion, the way more additional PP, and then, I mean, yeah, I think that really just explains it. Yeah, it's 25 power less, or is it 35? Even still, it's just like, I would much rather have that. So much more useful to me. Alright, let's see. Yeah, just Thunder Shock it. This should do it, right? I would assume so. Gosh, he looks so happy to see me, too. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Pokemon Soul Silver. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much. And I will see you all in the next one, where we are going to continue, fighting all of these trainers along the way to the Pokemon League. See you guys then.